Hi, boys and girls. It's me again. It's kind of interesting to teach to you guys via video, but I think I'm getting used to it. So I wanted to introduce the next week of sight words, and they were included in your video, or sorry, in your package. And these are them here, and you should have them now at home with you. So when we learned new sight words at school, Miss Lyon took the time to talk about each word because sight words sometimes can be tricky and we can't always hear all the sounds that they make. And that's one of the reasons why they become sight words. They're words that we see all the time. They're part of our regular vocabulary that we speak and certainly that we see in our early reading. But they can't always be sounded out. So our first sight word in what is, believe it or not, week 14 is the word now. Here we are. Now. N-ow. So as you can hear, not every part of these letters can we sound out. So we don't hear the letter W at all in this word, now. But the O-W, this part here, it makes the ow sound. And there are a lot of other words that end with that. So now, let me think if I can sound one out. Cow. Oh, we can hear that. Cow. Palau. Palau. So we have an ow, O-W-N, sorry, O-N, family here with one of our words. But today's word is the word now, and we can't hear all the letters, but we can hear the N and then the ow sound. So once we learn that ow, O-W, it'll help with the spelling of this one. So first word, now. Second word, this is the one we've seen actually quite a bit in our reading and is now finally part of our sight words, is the word look. Look. So we hear the with we can hear the L and the and then k. Couple of tricky things here. So double O, it's not always something you can hear. Sometimes you can know that there are double O's and sometimes you can't. In this one, you're not sure. And then the k. There's two letters that make the k sound. There's the C and the K. And sometimes it's a matter of writing them both out. So if you were sounding this out, look, and you wrote it like that, and you looked at it, you might go, you looked at it. You go, well, that doesn't look right. Because that's a big part of reading and spelling is looking, do I recognize that? I don't recognize that. So that'll help you. The ook family, O-O-K. Remember, we're talking word families, and there's a book on word families. The ook. So we know this word is look. What other letters can we put here to make another word? So we have look. It's look. We could add a T for took, or we could add a B sound for book. There are many more. So our next word in this group of sight words is the word look, number 2. All right, the next word is people. We actually use this word fairly often when we were writing our surveys because we were surveying people at school in our class about what they liked. Do you remember that? And we used this word quite a bit. How many people liked one thing or the other? So here's the word. People, and of course you have it there because I've sent you home your list. P-P-E, we can hear the E, P-E, pull. Can't hear the O at all. That O beside that E, you can't hear it. And then P, pull, we can hear the P-L, but you can't hear the E at the end. So that makes this a tricky word. P, pull. Let's clap it too. P, pull. So we have two sounds, two groups of sounds for people. There it is. Again, why it's a sight word. A little bit tricky. That's our third word. Fourth word is the word first. First. There it is. Oh, I can't hear that I very well at R. First. And then you can hear the ST at the end. First. First. How many syllables? First. One syllable. Because there is only one vowel in this word, the I. And it's funny enough, you can barely hear it. So it's a tricky one, first. But again, we use it a lot. First place, the first thing I need to do, that kind of thing. So here's the word first, number 4. Two more words. Next one, I think you might recognize this one, and it has another word family with it. It's the word way. And on our word wall, which you can't see right now, there were quite a few words ending in the A sound. So this one is wa-a, but you can't hear the A and the Y traditionally, right? The wa-a. This A sound at the end is part of a bunch of words that we do know already, the most popular of which is day. A. So now you can hear that the A, the combination of the A and the Y together, and in this case, the Y isn't making its y sound at all at the end of a word. It almost never does. Yeah, so way, and one of its word family words is the word day, but our sight words, way is the word, number 5. All right, last one. Oh, and I remember this one always being tricky for me when I was younger. Who. Huh. Ooh. Hmm. Who. Who. Huh. Ooh. Who. Can you hear that W at the starting? Nope, not at all. It's tricky. As well as we've been learning blends, 2 letters coming together. WH, like in whale. Nope, can't hear it here for who. So this word is tricky, but we use it a lot. Who's coming to your house? Well, currently nobody. But who's first in line? We use this word quite a bit when reading and writing. It's an important one to know, tricky one to spell. So WHO, but you can't hear it and you can't sound it out. So here's who. We just have to practice it. It's one of those ones that we practice, and the more we practice, the better we get at it. All right, so those are our 6 new sight words. And with them, I sent home something you guys are very familiar with, and that is our sight word practice. So you write each word out 3 times, and then you do the ABC order, and you guys are getting really good at that, going through the alphabet. And as a trick, you guys can all say the alphabet. So if you want to make an alphabet line for your house, you should do that. Get a piece of paper, write the alphabet out, A, B, C, D, and write all the letters out in a nice long line. So when you do things like this, you have it available. And then the back page, the shapes of the words. Can you see that there? Let me see if I can. That's better. And then I want you to pick 3 of those words and make a sentence. And I'm going to do that, just do one of those with you right now. So I'm going to pick the word people to make a sentence. Miss Lyon has taught you how to make a sentence, and one of the most important things that you need to do is say your sentence out loud so you can hear it. You want your ears and your brain to hear what it says. Don't do it just inside your head. Say it out loud. All right, the word people. So let me see. Oh, I think I can use, no. Who, I can use a bunch of words in this sentence. Here's my sentence. Who were the first people in Canada? So there's my sentence. Said it out loud. I'm going to say it again. Who were the first people in Canada? Okay, ready to start. So when I start writing my sentence, I say the sentence again. Who? One of our sight words. First letter of a sentence has a capital. That's right. So here it is. Who? Who were? Now, if you don't remember how to spell that, was one of our sight words earlier. I can spell it here. Who were? And when I'm writing, I'm always rereading. So who were, and then you remember the next word. Who were the? So I write the word the. Finger space between your letters. We don't remember how words don't like to be all squished up against each other. They need space. I start again. Who were the first? Who were the first? Who were the first? Again, I go back to the starting of the sentence so I can hear the flow in my brain. Who were the first people? Again, it's on your list. People. I say it again. Who were the first people in? I know you guys all know that one. In. Who were the first people in Canada? And I'm going to write that word for you. Ka-an. Canada. That was a bit tricky because there is a lot of A's in Canada. Matter of fact, I've always learned it. And then at the end of the sentence, don't forget your period. Here we go. Who were the first people in Canada? All right, so I made a sentence up. You could use mine if you wanted. I do like it when you create your own as well. So in your sight word work for number 14, we went through all the words and reminded you about writing the sentences. So this is one of the things you can work on with your families at home. Again, I'm always available on email if you want to get your families to send me a quick email if you need my help. And all right, until next time.